With spring finally here, the birds are busy migrating north, and if you listen carefully, you'll hear them singing.
Ever wondered, though, what makes them sing? Well, tonight, in a special musical Minnesota Bound, Ron Schara has the answers.
In nature, they are the Earth's choir, wearing feathers instead of robes. Their music rings from the tops of trees to the tops of cattails.
Sometimes they make noises just because they're alarmed. Sometimes they make noises because they're scared. But one of the biggest things in the spring, they make noises to set up their territories, to let other birds know that this is their home, this is where their wife will be, this is where their kids will be.
Canada geese honk about things like that, and so do western grebes.
Sometimes they slightly modify the call just a little bit, which is more attractive as a female, although sometimes it's the same call, it's just that the female decides that this is time to mate, this is going to be my mate, and so she goes in even though the males stay and stay away.
Yes, there's some X-rated music out there, loud stuff, rap perhaps, sung to the dance of the sandhill crane. Sometimes this feathered choir sings in unison, birds of a feather, swirling as if every move was choreographed. But by whom?
A lot of times they're location calls, and sometimes different groups of birds identify each other's, not only their voices, but their call notes, locating each other within either a flock or a skein or a troop or a murder or whatever the group is called.
In winter's cold and snow, birds tend to sing a different tune.
They don't sing in terms of territorial. It's still the group calls. Ravens and crows are amazing creatures. A friend of mine who studied them claims that they have 43 different call notes. And they really do have a communication system.
Some birds around us are mostly silent, but I suppose having to eat carrion every day, well, it's not much to sing about. Our national emblem doesn't say much either. In their courtship flight, bald eagles would rather dance than sing.
They do these huge aerial displays where they'll be flying right side by side, and all of a sudden one will flip under the other, and they'll grasp talons. And sometimes they'll just plummet. But it's a pre-courtship type display.
Finally, there's that tiny, tiny bird that never knows the words. It just hums every song. But I'd say, who cares? Maybe in the bird world, as it is with us, it's the song in your heart that counts.
Ron Schara for us tonight, and you can see more of Ron's story about birds on Minnesota Bound April 17th right here on KARE 11 at 10:35 p.m. And if you're looking for a great way to see and hear the birds firsthand, there are a lot of organizations that offer bird outings, and one of them is the Minnesota Valley National Wildlife Refuge in Bloomington, which is an important stopover location for many species of birds during the spring migration. The refuge is offering several bird watching treks, including one this Saturday from 7 to 9 in the morning. A naturalist will lead tours and teach people how to spot spring birds. And if you'd like some more information, log on to KARE11.com, click on Extras, where we have a link to that refuge website.